got Wallard in the back, strapped down. It's a giant van, Borderland truck, and we got it all wrapped up, and we're ready to knock this out, knock it out of the ballpark. We're excited for copy. We're excited for this demo day. You know, we've worked really hard as a team to put this all together. It is just a prototype, you know, but it's a great one, you know, and I think it's a matter of finding the right investor who kind of understands that the bigger the vision, the bigger the dream, the bigger the ambition, the bigger the drive, the longer there is a slight delay in you know, revenue right away. You can't look at IBM or SpaceX or Apple or, you know, Microsoft, any of those guys, and say, oh yeah, you know, they had an MVP and they just made revenue. It's like most of them didn't. You know, it took they got investment, you know, long before they got to the MVP, and then even then, you know, they had to really crank it out and figure a lot of stuff out. So we haven't had any investment yet, but we're going to. This is the round for us, and you know, we're just looking strategically for the right investor. You know, they need to be the right fit. They got to have a lot more than just money bringing to the table. You know, money's not really what makes this work. It's just not. It's not what makes, you know, startups work. You need it to get going, an injection, but at the same time, the counsel, the experience, the seasoned, especially a seasoned experience in an industry related to what you're doing, you know, just the advice, like those are the things that are more valuable, that get paired and coupled with the cash, that makes the cash actually extend further. You know, expanding your network is so key to that first investment, because, you know, the goal is to scale, right? And the only way you scale is by having an awesome network. So ADHERE Gear is positioning really hard to, you know, be able to build out this next prototype. You know, it's going to be full-size container, most likely a fleet of at least 3 of them. One of them will be a supercell, and the other 2 will be just smart IoT refrigerated containers. And we're going to mock up with, you know, real tech, same like this, what that scenario would look like, and from there use that as our catalyst to say, okay, now invest and let us go ahead and get this to a point where it's manufacturable and scalable on the manufacturing side and can distribute. We've got our models in place. We've got a lot of great things laid out, well thought through and engineered and researched to ensure. It's not to really ensure that is the plan. It's not. You know, things rarely go according to plan. It's more so just a roadmap. It just says, hey, this is where we're going next after this, somewhere in this territory. You know, in this ballpark, this is what we're looking at. So as long as you're always somewhat on that path, that trajectory, that's all that really matters. And you got to find investors who understand that. The ones who are just looking for a quick get in, get out, 10x multiplier, whatever, you know, they're an angel or some sort of VC, and they did really well at Google, good for you, but now they're investing in things that have nothing to do with Google or software or anything, and they're just looking for quick returns on their money. Those aren't really good investors. They don't make good team players. Definitely wouldn't want them on my board. You know, you want people who have vision, kind of take pride in their investments, and kind of look for certain things beyond just basic staple things like a pitch deck or some dumb video. So with that being said, you know, we're amped for this. This is going to be so cool. You know, we're driving to Seattle with Wallard in the back, and it's going to be freaking awesome. I mean, we're going to show the world what we got. You know, I'll never forget Adam Olson, founder of Double Down Digital, was having a small get-together out in LA, wandering the streets of LA, trying to get my my material at the time, distributed and trying to get into places. Security blocked me a bunch of times. I was sleeping in my car just to be able to get this stuff out there. And anyways, I met with him, and I asked him, like, what's the one thing that you would say, like, advice-wise, that you would give me, you know, to succeed, to make it? And he's like, just show the world what you got. That's all that matters. Just show the world what you got. Don't hold back. Don't hide it. A lot of people like to hide things.
Continue on I-5 north for 80 miles.
They like to hide things like they're patents. Like they like to pretend like they're valuable. Nobody cares about your stuff locked up in a closet that only you care or you can see. Like, you got to show everybody. And if it's any good, you will be copied. Who cares? 10 billion plus people on the planet. You think you're ever going to scale to 10 billion? No. There's going to be plenty of other people who are going to use it. You know, if it's good, it's going to be used. And that's what you want. You know, you want it to be used. So anyways, so this is our attempt at showing the world what we got. So we're going to put on a great show. And we'll see what transpires after that. We'll check out everybody later. And ADHERE Gear out.